The B2S Podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today. Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator, joined by my co-host, my brother from another mother. Y'all give it up for my boy, Alxndr Hall. What it do, bro?
Oh, man, please. What's happening? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today? What's up?
How you living? How you living?
Living good, man. My youngin' down here, so been vibing with him all week. You know, I still gotta work and stuff, but been chilling with him. Just watching movies, just cracking jokes. You know what? I like
Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I said, Pop, are you coming to the podcast? He was like, how long you gonna be? I said, never mind, Pop, never mind, bro.
She already know.
He just wanna know.
Well, tell him we said what's up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes,
That
sir.
part.
That part. Yeah. And then also, man, once again, joined together, the one, the only,
Big bag.
my brother from the same mother. Y'all give it up for Boy Wonda.
Nigga do what it do, baby.
Big bag, dog.
Oh,
We got Dub Ray tonight. We got Dub Ray
what's up,
tonight.
y'all?
Dub Ray.
Dub Ray.
Yo, man, I feel refreshed, bro. I feel refreshed.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a second wind refresh.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for your prayers.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, bro, because last year.
It was a rough week and a half, really.
Yeah.
A week and a half. It was just, man, it was a lot. So, I'm blessed to be here, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned into the podcast.
Yeah,
shout
for sure. Thank y'all, for sure.
to the B2S squad.
Yeah.
What's
You know what I'm
happening,
saying?
y'all?
We appreciate y'all,
Yeah.
man. Listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We
Yeah,
don't
for
take
sure.
this lightly.
Yeah, for sure,
We
man.
appreciate every last one of y'all. Every last one.
Sims, his whole family, they tune in.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? My barber Mike, what's up, Big Mike? He tuned in.
What up?
My homegirl Faith, she always tuning in all the time.
Who?
What
People
up?
tune in, you know what I'm saying? So,
And my coworker person, she be tuning in.
yeah.
Man, and also my church fam, Haven Worship Center, man.
Oh, yeah. Haven
What's
worship.
up,
What's
brother?
up, y'all?
What up, Haven?
Our worship
Haven,
leader,
yeah.
brother Brandon, he been
Brandon.
tuning in.
Yeah,
so
Brandon tuning in too. Yeah.
shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah. Pastor Tim, brother. Yeah.
Yo, y'all the real
Yeah.
MVP.
For sure.
For
So,
real, so.
What up? So what's going on, fellas?
hey, hold on, one more thing, bro. Thank you, Pastor Jarvis. Thank you.
Boom.
Oh,
Thank you, Spirit Life Ministries. Thank you.
Yeah, big shout out, man.
For real.
Big,
for real.
big
Big
shout out.
shout out, yeah.
Yeah,
Support
for
us
sure.
since day
Yeah,
one.
for sure.
Yeah, man. So just an encouragement to you guys, man. A lot of times you gotta wait, or you want to wait till things are perfectly lined up, and it never happens that way. So you just gotta do what you gotta do, go with what you got, and let it shoot out, man.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Facts.
Yeah, big shout out to my mentor and my spiritual father, man, Pastor, the apostle, the
Yeah.
doctor himself, Jarvis Marshall. Amen, for allowing us to use his facility to record this podcast every time,
real.
every week. So, man, big shout out, man. It's great visionary,
Bro.
great visionary. Man,
You
Go
know
ahead.
what's crazy? Like, the more I see that we use what we have, the more God just expands. Even just in my own career, in my own life, just not allowing what we don't have to stop you from pursuing. Matter of fact, you can check out the other podcasts that we have on our playlist as well, and all the podcasts and listening platforms. But like, use what you have, because God will expand what you have. He just want to see if you be willing to use what's in front of you and not wait and try to connect with the big wig, you know what I'm saying, and try to sneak in the back door and trying to get it easy. Like it's work, man.
Yeah.
It's work.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. What kind of made me want to go ahead and get with y'all and move on it was when KB first got started. And I didn't even know he had a podcast.
Yeah, it's fire. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So,
shouts out to KB, yeah, for sure.
Yes,
but
sir.
when he first started, he was using Pastor Tommy's church. And pretty much he set up just like the way we're set up.
Yep.
So, which I didn't copy his setup, but I just thought this was a cool setup. So, but after I looked back on it, I was like, man, well, sure, we can do that. And so we always, had free range with the facilities as long as, there's nothing. That's why we try to set the times to where it doesn't interfere with something that's going on.
Right.
And so with Pastor being the visionary that he is, man, he's always willing to help out, any and everybody. And so that's just been a blessing to us being able to, with us just starting out.
Right.
Without having to purchase it, a bunch of equipment and stuff like that, even though, that's going to come. But, just starting out, man, to have somebody like that in your corner, man, is very, very special, man. That's why you gotta respect and you gotta hold people that's valuable like that to a high esteem. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you just, you holding them up on a pedestal, but you just gotta, give credit to when and whom credit is due. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause people of value are hard to find these days, man. Like people that's gonna rock with you whether you at the top or the bottom. People that's gonna, be there for you and do what they can. Whether you got, no money in your pocket or you got $1 million in the bank. Them the kind of people you need in your corner.
Yeah.
And yeah, he one of them guys, man. He always been like that, even when we grew up. And you just character, man, was always first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so when you allow yourself to be shaped by people of standards and character like that, man, you can't help but come out and be a good person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So man, big shout out to him, man, and we want to give a shout out to Surgical Hands Barbershop too. That's his business that he owns over in Lake Alfred, Florida. So he filed with them Clippers, man. Y'all go check him out too.
Trying to tell you.
So yeah.
Trying to holler in there in the morning now. Yeah, I had put a post on Facebook, and my other social media platforms, like, loyalty is rare.
Yeah, I just saw
if
that.
You find
yeah,
it,
I saw that too.
It was just one of those moments that hit, because it's just like, I'm seeing the trajectory in the season of my life and how things are changing. People are changing.
Yeah.
People are not the same. And one thing I've always made sure of and be careful of, no matter what I'm going through in a season, whether it's hardship, whether it's struggle, whether it's confusion, not understanding what's going on around me, I always make sure I respond to people.
Yeah. I
always make sure I don't stiff arm anybody, like and that's what I thank God for, bro. Yeah, well, yeah, because they'll keep you. Keep your distance, but close enough to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You're getting too close. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've been noticing a lot of that in my life. Yeah. But the thing that I'm grateful for is that it didn't create a harden in me. Like, I'd be like, all right, we'll talk about it. I'll call you out on it, but it'll be in love in a way that I'm not gonna change sides or be different or treat you different. Like that's what I'm really big on. Like, I don't care how bad you treat me.
Right.
I'm gonna treat you. I'm the love of God.
Right. I just know how to deal with you though.
Exactly.
I just got to move a little different.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's been my season, bro. Just moving differently, and like really like. This is the strongest year that I've had where I'm confident in myself that I can say I can move different and not feel bad about it. That's the kicker. It's hard because you love hard. You connect with people. You figure they'll be there forever. But you hear that saying, people are seasonal and some people are alone. I was like, yeah. And then when you think about when they say people are seasonal, they're seasonal because they choose it to be seasonal. Like, you have a choice, and whatever choice that is, it's gonna be consequences, whether it's good or bad. So I try to make sure that I be the exact friend that I'm looking for in somebody else, because it's really, really important.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Cause you said
there he go.
Hey, y'all see what's on his feet?
Coming from the house.
Y'all see what's on his feet, right? He got them slippers.
Yeah, I'm coming from the house, man, all day.
Come on, bro.
So y'all know I come from the house. All right, so just quick, you said that be that friend. So okay, so in your perspective, and Mike, cause you a little more seasoned, don't look like that, Mike.
You ain't getting out of this.
Don't look like that.
Tag, you it.
Don't look like that.
If you get in the house, bro, coming from the back porch.
So like,
Yeah, he tried to crawl out the window, y'all.
come from the house, you know what I'm saying? So, do you think it's a difference from being friends with a male and being friends with a female? Do you think it's a different formula from being friends with a guy than being friends with a woman?
It can be. It just depends on it depends on the connection. It depends on how long y'all been knowing each other. It depends on if, like, when you have people that come from kids get high, that's just like, that's your dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's different versus somebody you just meet because you're still kind of getting to know them, so to speak, versus somebody you know everything about them, their favorite color, their food, what they love to do.
Right.
So there are certain formulas. But what I can say is you do have to be careful in how you move so you don't misconstrue emotions, or because sometimes when you have a male and a female, you grown up together, you know each other, then what if you have a moment where y'all catch feelings? You know what I'm saying? Either or. So
yeah.
But it's just, again, communication. What is the setup for the friendship? What are the barriers? What are don't cross this line? Like, you have to set up your friendship so there's no confusion of what it is. I think for me, like, I have a childhood best friend of mine, and me and him, like, he lived up the road, Greg. So we don't talk every day, but when we talk, it's like we pick up where we left off. So you don't have to be talking every day just for that to consider, that's my friend. It's on the level of the respect that you have for that individual and the love that you grow to have for that individual. So there is certain formulas. It just depends on how you set the friendship up and what are what does that look like for both parties.
I was just asking. Because relationships.
I already know why you were asking.
Nah.
I already know.
He wanna know.
I already know.
I'm just asking.
He wanna know.
Hey, that was a self question.
That
right
was
there.
not a self. He trying to air me out. He trying to
Airbnb.
No, bro, that
Y'all
was
wanna rent that day?
that was not a self question.
There's an extra cleaning fee.
Yes.
You stupid. Look, that wasn't a self question. Right?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm sure. I know, but I was asking because to me you said something key when you was like setting up the relationship on how you want it to be. And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking about the value in people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people are actually more valuable than the bag. You know what I'm saying? So,
Dang, bro.
you dig? So I'm like, okay, even because we deal with men all the time, but we actually, what about women? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, is it the same for women? Is it not? I'm just, just throwing a little question out there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And even with the females, like for me, I have a few female friends that I have, but for me, there's just a respect level there that I make sure that we just keep that friendship level, and it doesn't overspill into something else unless that's a whole nother conversation that we have to have if that happens.
Yeah.
But it's really a different dynamic for women than it is for men, because with your boys, you with your boys. But there's more of awareness that you have when it comes to a female, and more of a respect I feel like that you'll have, and things that you make sure you won't cross, and make sure that everything copacetic.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm taking notes.
I know you are.
I'm just saying, like.
When are you not taking notes?
I'm just saying.
Know this man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking.
You know what he just said?
People always talk about, like, they always put in that a relationship of a guy and a girl or something like that, and always saying, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. But, yo, how about you talk to me and tell me how to do it right? Mm-hmm. How about you give me some guidelines? Give me some pointers of what I should and shouldn't be doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And that goes back to like what you're saying. Like you have to look at the value that relationship and that person brings. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then you set those boundaries and those guidelines due to those situations. So that's kind of, it's like a universal answer. It's according to the people that's involved. Because you got some people that may be more confident in that situation, and then you got some people who may not be as confident in that situation because maybe they let their guard down in the past relationship and got burned. So now they got walls up. So yeah, I think that will have to, really be dictated by all the parties that are involved.
I can't believe you. I know why you asking.
I already.
You got Dr. Phil.
I'm just
it's crazy we talk about value, man. It's like, that's kind of almost, I was talking with the kids last night about vision. I spoke to a group yesterday. And so just kind of talking to them about vision and just like, it was crazy. Like I've done this message a couple of times and I get different responses. So the one that I got last night was kind of comical. So basically I took an apple out. And so I started the conversation with, all right, tell me what you see. So everybody, apple. It's an apple. I said, okay. What else? Everybody like, what else? It's an apple. Then you heard one say, they just start describing the apple. Round, red, different things like that. I was like, okay. What else? And then they was like, what else? Like, I said, I'm trying to get you to think deeper. I said, can I tell you what I see? It's like, yeah, what you see? I said, well, I see applesauce. I see apple pie. I see an apple orchard. And they was like, oh, okay, I got you.
I can see it right now.
So, And so I just been beginning to talk about the importance and the value of vision. But I began to talk to the one guy, the one young man, and I say, well, what do y'all want to be when y'all grow up? And different ones said a few different things. But the one young man, he was like, I just want to get money.
Okay.
I said, okay. So I made a mental note. I said, I'm going to come back to that. So I said, okay, I feel you, young buck. I got you. All right, okay, all right. This one over here, he said, if sports don't work out, because, sports going to always get thrown in there. So I say, take sports off the table. I tell them that quick. Take sports off the table, give me something. Then you get the
deer in headlights.
Deer in the headlights, the thinking in the air, and so a couple of them gave some pretty good answers. And so I went back to the money thing, right? I say, here's the thing about vision. I say, if you don't have no vision and your focus is on money, then the only thing you're going to focus on is that money. So anything that comes around that is not attached to money, you're going to miss out on that opportunity because you're so focused on money. So where's the value in that? So, and then I began to share a situation with one of the young men that actually took, he had, like a small NIL deal on the table at the college that he's at right now, right? And so, got offered a bigger NIL deal from a bigger school and a bigger conference. So he was like, I was at a basketball game, so he was home for Christmas break. He came down, so he saw me. So he was like, It's like they call me preach on campus. So he's like, hey, you preach, man. We talk. I talk. I was like, yeah, man, what's up? What's going on? I said, so proud of you, man. You doing good on the academic dean's list, all that type stuff. Performing well. Now he's starting, leader of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Come through.
And so the young man was like, he's talking about the situation, but because I know him, and so I let him go. He was like, man, my people, man, my family can really use the money. But on the other hand, where I am, I've built these relationships that are valuable, that money can't pay for. He said, so my heart kind of torn, and I've been here and I done built relationships and stuff, but my family really can use the money that they offer me over here. And it was a nice bag, dog.
Okay.
It was a nice bag. But because I knew him, good, respectable young man, never gave us no problems, did everything, always at the next level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Studied hard, very smart. So it's like I know him. So he's fighting that money can help my people right now, but I value the relationship more than I do this money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I say, so what you thinking? And so that's literally what he said. And then I was like, okay, well, I pretty much already knew that because I know you. I said, well, I tell you what, go home. And we was actually on the fast at that time. I said, you know anything about fasting? He was like, nah, no. So I kind of shared with him a little bit about fasting. And I say, well, maybe, don't drink nothing, eat nothing, or drink something or whatever. Just go in the room and go meditate, and pray on and see what God leads you. So he was like, man, I was actually going to do that anyway. I said, yeah, that's a form of fasting. He said, I was just going to go home and, turn my phone down, not like look at nothing, not read nothing, and just kind of stick to myself. And I said, yeah. I said, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all you got to do. And I said, but, let me know what you come up with. So he was like, okay, bet. And gave me the biggest hug, man. And you can't pay for stuff like that, dog.
No, you can't.
Can't pay for stuff like that. And so ended up coming to find out, he ended up staying. He ended up staying where he was. One of their starters actually did enter the transfer portal and left to go to another school. But guess what happens is now? So now he's almost like becoming the face of the defense in his position area, which a lot of the team is looking at him because now his leadership ability. So it's just so much value that he's getting that money couldn't pay for, which if 9 times out of 10 he gonna go to the league, that's gonna increase his draft stock. Because who's to say that if he would have switched teams, that the piece that he's playing at this school where he's at now would have been looking like the piece over here at this other school. Because he's chasing the bag instead of chasing the value of the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it looked big. I got a bigger bag to kind of help people back at home, but then they may have diminished his role when he got there because maybe it just wasn't the right fit for him at the time. You know what I'm saying? It looked good, but once I got on campus, it ain't really fitting me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think he made a great decision because relationships will get you in the doors that money can't pay for.
Exactly.
So you gotta respect the people and value the people. Download, okay, God, I got you. Too many times we respect the gift and not the person. What you can do for me because of what's in you.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? I value the gift.
Get out my closet.
But I don't value you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's different because I'm going to treat the gift different than I'm going to treat you. You know what I'm saying?
Accordingly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And look what he's going to reap and what he's already reaping from what he just sold.
Yeah. I can't wait to read the rest of the story, dog. I'm so excited about this football season till I can't even stand it.
And it's crazy, bro, because in the music industry, bro, I see a lot of upcoming artists, in between artists, trying to feel like they're on their last leg artists. You have a lot of artists that had to really sit with themselves and really grow up in certain areas of their life because, man, I couldn't put music out because of this. I had to grow. I had to learn a few things. I had to kind of sit myself down. And that's the importance of really affirming and assuring yourself and making sure that leave no area of your life unturned. And that's something I make sure frequently. I always do a self-evaluation, and there was this like artists I see all the time. They trying to chase the bag, trying to see how can I get on the big stages, and treat you as a number versus as a person. So it's like, hey, what's your number? All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna hit you up.
And then they gone.
They gone, bro. You don't hear from them until you.
Till they need something.
Come. Hey, how can I get on this show right here? It's like, well, there's like a I like to say a chain of command you have to go through type of deal. Because, bro, I had a meeting a couple weekends ago I told you about, and me and the guy, man, we just hit it off, bro. Like, I'm going to hit him up tomorrow and just staying in touch with him. And he was like, bro, I really appreciated this meeting. Like, we talked about personal more than business.
Right. That's how you get to know people, man.
And he's like, man, I know you cool. It's like, when you ready, I'm ready. And so, even with my boy Zonti, just being intentional. You know what I'm saying? Just
Big
like
Zonti.
Yeah, Big Z. What's up, bro?
What's up, Zonti?
And just being intentional, bro. Even if you just shoot him a text, just let him know, hey, just think about your day.
Right.
Everything good with you? Like, how's everything?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know you have the ones that you shoot them a text. Oh, everything's straight. Crickets. So, or you have the ones that they don't use the number. They see you again by 8 months later. Hey, let me get your number. Nah, we're time out for that. Nah. And you have to be careful and wise enough to know when people are using you for your gift versus trying to get to know you. And like that's why even with music that I do, bro, I do music with people I know that I built relationship with, that I at least had some type of form of passing by. Right. You know what I'm saying? And communication.
Deeper than the brand.
Bro, deeper than the brand. Sure. Hey, that's something else right there. I'm gonna sit on that.
That's Nikki and Moose.
Yeah, Nikki
Not
and
Nikki
Moose.
and Moose. Nikki and
Carl. Yeah.
Bro. That's their program for trying to help people.
That's dope.
It's dope too. I bought it.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fire. Yeah.
I'm gonna check in that day.
Yeah, I bought it.
Oh yeah, they when they first came out, they I mean, it was affordable. Anybody could have got it, but they got a deal going on right now. They got a crazy deal going on right now.
Yeah, I had hopped on the deal.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's super crazy.
Yeah.
And the stuff they put in there, bro, they should be waxing for that stuff, bro. Carl is like.
He very meticulous.
Bro, he very meticulous. He can turn anybody. Carl can turn anybody into. He can teach anybody to have a social media presence, bro. Yeah. Cause how he break it down, he like, look, don't overthink it, just work it. Right. And your confidence comes in actually doing the thing.
Man, he remind me so much of Devon, bro. Till it ain't even funny. Cause like when Devon. But I had actually kind of had like a talk, like what made you get into videography and stuff? And it was like it was a need. It wasn't like nothing that he had this burning passion about. Y'all had y'all group, and y'all was this is needed. I bring this, I bring that, and then he was like he'll learn the video and stuff like that. And it was like now he a beast at it.
Actually. The back story.
Oh, it's a back story.
It's a back story. So before I even linked up with them, they was in ministry. Big Nate and them, they was at a church. The pastor just threw him in there.
Yep.
Hey, do this. You want like what?
You know what? I think he did share a little
He'd be quick to do that too.
Yeah, he was like
unapologetically.
He was like, what? You know what I'm saying? He like, what? Like,
oh yeah.
Do that. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. So Devon had to get the camera and actually learn how to do it for the service. That's how he started doing it.
Wow.
He didn't even have no interest in it. So when we started Hope Entertainment, Nathan, I love Nathan.
Yeah.
I love
Shout
Nathan, bro.
Nate,
Nate coming home soon, bro. I talked to him last week. He doing good.
That's good.
So we had Hope Entertainment running. He was like, bro, I said, okay, I got the extra bedroom. That's finna be the studio. Me and the past thing. We bought everything fresh from guitar set and all that. We had the bedroom, the whole closet padded from the wall to the ceiling to the floor. Pad, new desk, computer, mics, everything brand new. So the third one was the studio. We had that covered. I had my homie Sneed. Shouts out to Sneed and Two. Big ups to Two.
I remember Sneed.
Two on the boards. If y'all need something, Two on the boards.com fire. So he was they was coming through for recording and mixing. I don't have to worry about that. Now we need videos. Nate hit Devon up. So how Nate do? Cause everybody got their thing.
Yeah.
Devon, and you have to explain in Devon. This is what we're trying to do. Nate threw him in there, bro. This is what we need. Devon was like, oh my God, and then a couple years later, I had apologized to Devon. I said, bro, I'm sorry for how we just threw you in there.
Yeah.
Because that would make a person feel like they're not valued. Yes, I can do this.
Right.
Yes, I can, but don't holler at me first and not my skill.
Right. Right. That's deep. Yeah.
Holler at me first and not my skill. You know what I'm saying? Yes, my skill is available. Am I available? Am I in the headspace to even do this for you?
Yeah.
Am I growing in this area still? Am I still on this plateau? You don't know. Holler at me first, and then let's get to the skill.
Right.
So I had a couple years later. I said, Devon, bro, I'm sorry for how that went down, bro. How we just put that stuff on you. You know what I'm saying? But with Nathan, sometimes people do that when they see that stuff in you.
Yeah.
So it's like tick for tack. Like Nate saw that stuff
in the place.
Yeah. Because Nate was like, if I don't push it, it's gonna sit dormant. Devon was like, I know it's in there, but just holler at me first.
Right.
See how Devon is doing first.
Right.
Exactly.
And then get to my doggone gift. So shouts out to 2020 Productions. We love you, big bro. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Right. And that's why I like the people that you connect with. So, shout out to Pastor Tim, Knowledge, T-Strike.
Indeed.
And all them guys, man. Solid brothers, man. So it's just like watching how you move, you know what I'm saying? So you understand these are some guys that got some polished gems, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm always learning around them, man.
Yeah.
Always learning around them. We always in conversation. We talk
Rick Reed,
crazy, Rick.
Boy, yeah.
Man, and this is the thing, man. This no cap, bro. I'm still baffled that we were around the same people at the same time but never met.
Bro, we never met.
That's crazy.
So let's check this out.
That tells me God got something bigger down the road in the future.
Look,
that's crazy.
Look, check this out. For the individual who I was married to at the time, he already knew Nathan was my brother-in-law at the time. He's still my brother, but Nathan was married to the individuals. I was married to a sister. You dig what I'm saying? He was around all of them already.
That's crazy.
But we never met.
We never met. So when I met the individual I was married to, and then her son was in love with his music, and she was like, "Hey, you need to meet my brother-in-law. His name is Nate. He's a Christian rapper." Bro. Like at the time, I ain't trying to be no Christian rapper. I'm in the streets. Yeah, right. About to go to jail. I'm about to go to jail, bro. All type of junk. But full circle. He was like, bro, let me hear some of your stuff. I said, bro, this stuff is not what you own, bro.
Right.
But I'm letting you know. But at this time,
like a poem. This ain't what you want, man.
But at this time, I had stopped rapping. I had stopped, so I had stopped rapping because I had got baptized again because I knew having more conscience of what's going on now, and I was more serious about my walk. So I got baptized again, and then everything else that I was on, I stopped. You know what I'm saying? I stopped rapping. I started watching videos. I started watching Lil Wayne, all that. I had to purge that stuff out. So he was like, let me hear some of your stuff. I said, bro, this not what you own. He was like, I don't care. Let me hear it. So I let Nate hear it. He was like, bro, you need to do this for God, bro. I was like, I don't know how to do that for God, bro.
Facts.
So he began to disciple me, like like come over, Bible study, and then that was the thing. And then after a couple months, he was real slick with it, harmless.
Yeah.
He was slick. He'll bring some beats. He'd be like, yo, man, yo, spit something.
Spit something on that.
Yeah. He'll bring some beats, spit something.
That's him, all right.
Got
So,
him.
got him. He got me in. So then,
Clickbait.
so then
Right.
what? Yup. So then what he'll do? He'll buy beats, right? And then he'll be like, hey man, I need man, how this sound? So
Oh,
So-
he got you good.
To be continued.
he got me good, right? So and then I'll be like, bro, I said honestly, bro, you sound the same on every song, bro. I said you need to switch up your rhyme scheme, bro. And I said to him like that. I said because the homies who I hang with, bro, they were like, you can't even. When there was a whole team of us, when I was rapping in secular music, we didn't just let each other get on the song. Like if you not,
had to earn.
everybody be in their room rolling their blunts up. You better not get too high, cause if you not fire, your high behind not gonna be on the song. Straight up, you're gonna be in the living room mad.
Straight like that.
Roll.
You're fired.
So you
my studio.
you finna be on bust blunt duty in the living room, cause you're not on the song. Your verse is not good.
Right.
So
Right.
if you wasn't fire, you couldn't get on the song. So I was like, bro, you need to switch up your rhyme schemes, blah blah blah. So he saw how I was, and I was showing him how to bars and stuff like that. So he was discipling me in areas that I didn't even know. Yo, that's why I like Diamond so much,
Yeah.
because Diamond would look at my stuff on the phone, and Tools would look at this stuff too. But Diamond would look at my phone and be like, yo, why I look like that? And he was like, I was like, bro, that's all right. He said, no, bro. He said, break these up into fours, bro.
Yep.
He said, I'm gonna show you how. Diamond said, I'm gonna show you how to rewrite your bars. I thought I was fire.
Wow.
So when you go on my phone now and you see it broken up in sections, Diamond got me writing my bars like that.
Yeah.
And so Diamond went to Miami a couple weeks ago, cause he's a baseball guy and a boxer guy. Even though he little, he loved baseball and boxing. He real strong. So he was with his family doing his thing, and he called me on the phone. He called me on the phone before he went. He said, bro, I got to meet with a label. He called me on the phone before he went. He didn't just go and he do what he want to do.
Right.
But he hit me on the phone like, bro, I got to meet with a label. So I said, bro, bro, I'm finna tell you something. And not many guys, I tell you whatever. And you know how the music business goes when it comes to beats and producers, who own what, you know how that stuff goes.
Exactly.
I said, bro, if you're ready to go, I said, a lot of people will tell you this, bro. I say, if you're ready to go and you can be linked up with a label who can put your production where it needs to be at, I said, you have to do what you have to do, bro. I said, you holler at me when you just holler at me, bro. I said, I rock with you.
Exactly.
Right.
I said, I don't care.
Find value in you and not the gift.
Exactly.
I rock with you, bro. I don't care if we don't drop nothing.
Right. Right. And then,
You know what I'm
that was
saying?
big on him, even because he had to pick up the phone and tell you.
Yeah, my boy,
Exactly.
because he values our relationship,
Right.
and I value his friendship.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, bro, I don't care if we don't drop nothing, bro. I told God, I said, God, I don't care if we don't drop nothing. I just value him.
Yeah. Yeah. Too many people give up their relationship for the bad. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. And that's why I spent a little bit of time talking with the kids about that last night. I said, because it's off balance right now.
It is.
Because everything is all about chasing the bag. I got to get this money. And family life is being torn apart. Relationships aren't being built because everybody's so focused on money. And what does the good book say, man? It said the love of money is the root of all evil. It didn't say money was the root of all evil. It said the love of money was the root of all evil. So everybody got so much love for the money that we're losing our families. No, the younger generation, they ain't looking at marriage. Nobody want to get married no more. Nobody wants to keep up the standard that was set. And then the first thing they'll holler, oh, it's just a piece of paper. Okay, you die, with your girlfriend and your boyfriend and some kids. Let's see if it's just a piece of paper then. and you left holding the bag because your stuff wasn't set up properly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's real talk. That's like I mean some of these guys, these rappers that just passed away within the last couple of years, yeah, their girlfriend got the raw deal because there was no paper involved.
Yep.
But everybody's out here chasing the bag.
And guess what? All that money go back to?
Yeah, exactly.
The label.
The B2SPodcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R828 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to stop your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
Exactly.
Because they think that, not they, I'm just saying, y'all don't come for me. Well, if you do, come for me then. You just have to come for me if you do. But people think that money is the answer, and it's not.
It's not.
Like, God made Adam and Eve. He didn't make Adam and then
the bag.
Yeah, he didn't.
Adam and with the Benjamins, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Because people...
Making it rain, guys.
Yeah.
Make it rain in the garden now.
You know what I'm saying? Because we looking at what's going on and we getting scared. We getting fearful.
Yep.
Like, we're getting fearful. So we thinking, oh, let me go. America is built on, okay, so the money secures us. No, people. If you get a whole bunch of people to stick together, you're going to have a whole bunch of resources in one room.
There you go.
Bro. Man, this just hit me. A lot of people are afraid to lose what was never theirs in the first place.
Dang.
Oh,
Break that
man.
down.
Yeah, you got to break that down.
You just can't come fire like that.
Listen, I'm swerving.
Yeah, you
Just hit
can't.
us with the pause, bro.
Oh, yeah, you came from the driveway with that.
Bro. For real.
Yeah, for
Backed
real,
up
for
and
real.
all.
Yeah, you did, bro.
A lot of people are afraid to lose what was never theirs in the first place.
Okay.
Meaning, if I'm all about your gift, I'm going to grow a sense of entitlement just because I'm there, just because of what I did for you. You add up the cost. And you feel like, I was always there for you. I did this, I did that, in the third. Da-da-da-da. Ain't nobody going to ride for you like I ride for you. But they ain't really put in nothing. What did they invest in? Other than just waiting for that time. They going to blow.
When the gift would be.
Yeah, I feel what
They
you're saying.
gonna blow.
Yeah.
And when they blow, I'm going to be right there. Why you think there be so many dudes around these rappers, bro? There be like extra dudes that I'm like, nah, this dude can't be from the same. Can't be. Can't be. It's too many of them.
So all 60 of y'all from this one street.
It's too many of them.
Ain't even 60 houses on this street.
Exactly.
Okay, I feel you.
Bro, and it's crazy, bro, because so many people are afraid that if I can't get a piece of the pie, dang, I ain't got nothing to offer because I don't know me.
Right.
I'm scared because I feel like my self-identity and somewhat awareness is tied to you and getting me out the hood because I'm not going to try on my own and figure out what it is God put me on this earth to do. What is my vision? What am I good at? And
that's real bad in the hood because they feel like when one make it, we all make it. No, dog.
But hold on. I'm finna play devil's advocate.
Hey, come on.
Hold on, no.
Hey, come on out the side.
No, I get it.
Okay, because there's some people.
No, I get. Trust me, I get it. But the truth of the
okay.
matter is, you made it.
Yeah, you're right. He did make it.
Yeah, you the one that went through them early morning workouts, them late night workouts, eating right. Training, and have to go to school. You did that.
Yeah,
that whole neighborhood didn't do that. No, I get it, but the truth of the matter is, it's great, and we would hope that person will come back to give back to the community. That's the most important thing.
Okay,
but at the end of when the smoke clears, because I've said it, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, when Derwin James made it, oh boy, Haines City boy, man, Facebook was lit.
Oh, who made it?
Derwin James from Haines City. He from people from Haines City, Davenport, Loftman area.
Okay.
Yeah, he played for Haines City.
Okay.
Played for the I forgot. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played for Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay.
Like he that dude, like for real. Like yeah, for real. He went to Florida State.
He still play now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, he just signed a nice contract last year, I want to say. When he came, he was up for renewal. So Chargers gave him a decent contract, yo.
How involved in the community was T-Mac? Tracy McGrady, is he?
Oh, heavy.
He heavy from Auburndale.
Heavy on the gas.
Okay.
Heavy.
Oh man, listen, you can look up any Friday night and you might see T-Mac on the sideline.
I feel okay.
And T-Mac take care of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
for somebody who moved to a whole nother state and still come back year after year,
Yeah,
and in between
yeah.
throughout the year.
Yeah, he got a travel ball team.
Okay.
So it's like,
Yeah, he support them. He support the basketball team. I mean, he done his share of stuff.
he done his
Yeah.
due diligence, definitely, and still doing his due diligence.
For sure. I was asking. I know he from Auburndale.
Yeah.
But cause it's people from places, but they're not from there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, you from here, but you ain't been back here since you graduated high school. Like,
Trust
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know somebody. But I ain't gonna put no names out there.
So check this out. I got a question.
Okay, what's up?
He
What's up?
coming
Not-
from the back porch.
I got
These
a
questions be
question.
good, bro, cause they bring that. You know what I'm saying?
Coming from the back porch.
I'm coming from the back door.
Let me put my seatbelt on.
Windows wide open.
You got the insurance bucket, bro.
Man, I got something. I got a little something.
So,
What's up?
since we're talking about giving back, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much one should have to give back in order for the next person to feel satisfied that they've given enough?
I think that since they're coming straight off the cuff, coming straight from the house with it, I think that the person who gives back, you shouldn't be worried about. Because if you go based upon what they feel, you ain't going to never do enough. So you got to be based upon what God put on you with your ministry to give back to the people. Everybody got their assignment.
Yep.
So
Facts.
if you sowing this, if you can only do book bags and turkey drives twice a year, or book bags and turkey drives, and that's what you do. Let somebody else do the cars and whatever. You do
Right.
what you can do within what you got going on, because like you just said, you the one who made it. You still got the people who you created, your children, your wife to take care of, and then the people who you appointed to. Everybody, you're not appointed to everybody.
Right.
Right.
There's certain people you're appointed to.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain people you are tied to.
Yeah.
There's certain
That
people
part.
God be like, yo, you for him and you for him. My dad, cause we got 2 Yorkies right at the crib.
Oh, I know
Coming
about
from the
them
house right now.
already.
We got 2 Yorkies. So the other day, my homegirl Faith, we was sitting at the house, right? Everybody eating and stuff like that. So the dogs running around, whoop de whoop. And my stepmom, she said, Hercules, because one named Hercules. I don't know. Why do people give little dogs big names?
Oh, no.
Hercules for a York.
They feel
Yeah.
like the big dog.
So, Hercules, get over here.
Got little man syndrome.
Yeah.
For real.
Hercules,
Don't
get
even
over
realize it. That's the
You
sad
be-
part.
Sit down. So she said, hold on, what's his name? I said, his name Yubi. And Yubi, I said, yeah. I said, my dad gave him that name. She said, how you spell it? I said, U and a B. Yubi. She said, why the dog named Yubi? I said, because it was their anniversary. And the dog didn't have no name yet. And I think they got the dog on their anniversary. So my dad, when he was gonna move around, he was doing his thing. And then he grabbed the dog, and then my stepmom said she looked at him, they was holding hands, and then he looked at it, he said, you be for me and I be for you.
Oh,
That's
okay.
dope.
So he named the dog Yubi.
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
You feel me?
Yeah.
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 I can
that's
see
what's
that.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
That's a good answer too.
Yeah.
'Cause
So like it's like depending on, it's people who you assign to. So depending on your assignment ain't got nothing to do with how they feel. How you feel about my assignment don't matter. My job is to complete my assignment. Because
Exactly.
you're not gonna be there when I'm in my spiritual body looking at the person who created me about the assignment that he gave me. You're not gonna be there.
Nope.
So what you got to say is, now if I come to you with my assignment and it's halfway done, then you can say something about how I'm treating you or how I'm going about matters. But other than that, if you go based upon what they say about what you're doing,
Yeah.
they'll never be, satisfied.
Never.
So I think just off the cuff, I think that's you do what you feel like you need to do. On what you called to do, and nothing outside of that until God tell you to do more.
Fast.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Too many pocket watches.
That's real talk, man. I think that's well. You have to know what you bring to the table. You have to know your value, man. That's very, very important. You have to know your value because people will use you.
Big time. Yeah,
people will use you, and like you're saying, and more so about what you can do for me versus you getting to know me. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I told you. Go back. It was like a lot of the stuff we just had. I just had a conversation with them. It was an intimate group, so we just kind of like talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who are you when the lights are off? Who are you when the basketball is not bouncing on the court? Who are you when the football and the pigskin is not in your hands? Who are you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, Lil Wayne said it best. Do I matter?
He said what?
He said, "Do I matter?"
Bruh.
Basically, do I matter? Because he's like, yo, you got all these lights. You have all the people in the world looking at you. You this dope artist. But when you go home, you having these battles that nobody know about.
Right.
That you've self-inflicted on yourself that ain't true. But because you can't even differentiate who's for you and who's not. And that keeps you in a neutral place that is unhealthy. Because now you're moving out of fear. And so you'll get yourself in a place of like, man, do I really matter? Why you think, look at all the millionaires and people who committed suicide, got all the money in the world, but unhappy, unsatisfied. Yeah.
Dude, man. What just came to my mind is Toby.
From Houston?
Yeah.
I like him, dog.
Here's the thing,
I like him, bro.
It's almost like CJ took him like what Nate did with y'all.
Yeah.
It's like, I think they was going somewhere. They was in the car one day, and Toby was just like freestyling, and so CJ kind of like basically like, dog, you need to rap type deal, and they put a little money behind him, whatever. Told him, I don't know, figure it out. There you go.
Yep.
And so now he's like mainstream now. Like, I've been listening to Toby. Like, I was like, man, I was listening to Toby since his first stuff came out.
And he's fire.
Yeah. So
all the way. That's a whole encyclopedia.
Yeah, he's fire.
Yeah. So when people catch it, I was like, man, I was listening to Toby when he first started coming on the scene. I was listening to Toby. I was like, man, who is this guy? I don't even remember how. I think maybe they played the song on one of the earlier shows or something. And I'm trying to figure out, man, who is this guy? And then I looked him up on YouTube. I'm like, nah, this dude's the fire, dude. But I said to say this because when you look at him now, I was watching a podcast and they were saying Jay-Z was at him, and there was another big name artist that was at him, was wanting to sign him. He declined. They declined. It was like, no, because they saw the value in him, and he saw the value in what they did, and didn't just see them as a stepping stone to the next level.
Right.
So he could have easily signed with any. It was Jay-Z's, and it was another one that they named. I can't remember who. Another high-profile artist that they wanted. They wanted to sign Toby, but because of the relationship that them guys had. Yeah. See, here's the thing, bro. Toby getting the bag right now. And that's what I told the kids last night. I say too many times we're chasing purpose. Too many times we're missing purpose for the bag. So you're chasing the bag instead of chasing your purpose. Yeah. Because what happens is when you focus on the bag, 9 times out of 10, you're going to miss the purpose because you're focusing on the money. You're focusing on the bag. But when you focus on the purpose, the bag going to come eventually. The bag is going to come eventually. So you chasing money and you're unfulfilled. You're chasing money and you're wondering about yourself. You're chasing money and you're wondering what if. I say that's why a lot of athletes, when they retire or if they get injured, they don't know who they is because they spend all their time practicing, training, but they never practiced their mental toughness. They never practiced who they were as an individual versus as an athlete. Because they was too busy trying to chase the bag. No, chase purpose. The bag gonna come. And Toby is a prime example of chasing purpose. Because he was a football player.
Yeah, he was.
He played for the University, was it Miami? I think he played for the University of Miami. I don't remember what school, but anyway, he was a college ball, and I think he did get hurt.
Yeah.
But look at him, man. Didn't even know that was in him because that was just something he did.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing that he took serious. But even though CJ saw he had a gift, but there was already a connection before for him to even realize what the gift was, to even push him in that direction.
Which goes, not to cut you off, but which goes back into the importance of relationships.
Exactly.
Relationships will give you the ammo that you need to be able to provide what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, bro, I can't tell you time after time again, bro, like, all my gigs, everything that I have, it's from off the stage, just through relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Big events through relationship. DJ Will, one of my closest homies.
Yeah,
Hey,
cool.
cousin, you coming to the Java Awards? Like, you already know. It's like, hey, look, we got this going on.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you in, this, that, and the third. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And if you need a way out there, we can ride together. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's stuff like that, bro. People don't understand. I have random people, hey, God had me on your heart, bro. You interested? Yeah. I am. You know. And bro, and it's the relationship.
Yeah.
One of the OGs is one of my man, like, really got me into music as well. This just like that I really admire. Petty, man. He's OG, bro. Real dope dude. He's like, one time I came to Tennessee. He's like, and I'm gonna show you the importance of this. So we had a dope conversation, and he found out I was in his town. I was like, hey, he was like, don't you ever come to my city and not tell me you here. I was like, all right, my bad, dog. You know, time is crazy. But we got this little, break between the sessions. I'm going to come up there, chill with you and the wife and the fam. So went up there. Bro, we just had this dope, long, drawn-out conversation. And I knew God needed me there because I didn't even go back to the session and what was set up. Because I knew, I just felt it.
What you needed was there where
It was purpose, bro. It was bigger than I can go back, network, da-da-da. So every time I go up there, man, we just, I'm there. Hey, little bro here, where you at? You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But I'll never forget that moment, bro. And even just him, he's like, with the way the industry is, I said, bro, anytime you drop, I'm going to tell you it's going to be a problem. You got it. It's in you. Like, he done been into so much. But just that moment at night, if I wasn't aware of the relationship or valued him and the relationship that we have, I could have easily been like, 30 minutes. Right, bro, I got to go, man. Right. Man, it was good to see you. Da-da-da. When it's like that, it don't even feel real. Yeah. It don't even feel tangible.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, you just tolerating me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And it's important, bro. So I make sure that, first off, I don't care who you are or what you do. I'm always going to treat you with respect. I'm always going to give you 100 until you show me otherwise. You got to build that back up. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's a gift. That's it.
Yeah.
But the person is a gift.
Right.
Yeah.
Bars.
The person is a gift. Don't ever forget that.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? Because you have a lot of, like Dub got a lot of connects with a lot of artists. A lot of DJs, like personal relationships with them.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing.
And people of substance, too.
Yeah.
They're people of substance.
That's one thing I don't have yet.
Keyword yet.
Not yet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I have literally ran up on Christian rappers. Like, what's up, bro? What's going on? I be a fan of them. And they look at me like, I know you. I said, man, I be with such and such. Oh, all right, then.
I went through that phase, bro. I went through that phase.
You know what
but
I'm
see,
saying?
they don't even know. They don't even understand what they're in front of.
But my homie, who's still trapping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not gonna say his name. He hit me up, like, bro, you good? What's going on? He pull up on me.
Mm-hmm.
My homie who's still crippin', he pull up on me.
Mm-hmm.
At my grandma's house, and my mom, hey, your mama straight, bro, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
The Christian rapper, I was like, all right then. But the person who crippin',
Mm-hmm.
who's still in the streets.
Good breath.
Mm-hmm. It's that's why you have to be, and the only word that I can say that makes sense that come to me is kind of like in tune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because what I've learned just being with Dub, and just having a conversation with people, it's a two-edged sword. Because you have these guys that you're trying to cipher, like is he like that for real, or did the industry make him like that? Because people didn't see the value in him, they just wanted to attach to him because of the gift he possessed.
Exactly.
And trying to get that as a stepping stone to get on stage with him, so it's like you really got to be kind of like you can't kind of like get in your feelings or stuff. It's kind of like more sort of tapping on the spirit of discernment because of how the industry is.
Mm-hmm.
And then especially when you're talking about, Christian hip hop, like these guys don't make a third of the money secular artists make. And so it's a totally different animal. And then it's like you're looking at them from a different lens because they're supposed to be different. And then when they're not, it kind of
get crushed.
You feel
for
some
sure.
type of way. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
get
I
crushed.
won't say let that get there. I would just say, just use that as a learning curve, as a stepping stool. Because that's just how we are. You know what I'm saying? Because I find myself like, man, I don't know you. I walk up, hey, bro, what's happening? It's just like an endearment. It's like a language that we've adapted.
It is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I was talking with this one group. That jump was so funny. And so I had met them. It was a 7-on-7 team. And so I had been doing some work with them, flag football. So like after the football, like right now it's flag football season.
Okay.
So a lot of the teams right now are playing, 7-on-7 flag football. So right before the season starts. So so I've been working with this team last year, and so they would meet at a park. And then so coach would hit me up like, hey man, I want you to come talk to the boys, man. I was like, okay, I got you. So I slide on over and talk to the boys. And then one day it was some girls there. I thought that they might have been with one of the boys.
Right.
It was just one of the girls that was in the area that just so happened to know some of the guys. And so for whatever particular reason that day, I was just talking about character and being men of standard and stuff like that, right? And I wasn't even thinking about the young lady that was sitting at the table. And I say, oh, by the way, God, dog, quit calling these girls bro.
Exactly.
And that girl said, oh, please, tell him again. So I think that's just kind of like an endearment, you know what I'm saying? We just, a language that we've adopted. And so you just can't, don't read too much more into it.
I don't read it. I immediately I had to cut the emotional vein.
Yeah.
Because I cut it. Some things you gotta cut immediately. You cut that emotional vein because when you get emotional, when you're not too far removed, then they're not too far removed, then y'all start acting out of character. So before you even get that thought, okay, well, all right, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm just saying, I know, because me and a couple of believers to talk about that, like how you get more love from the other side. Yeah. And you get more love from the streets than you do from the people who's supposed to be on the same side as you.
Yeah. They're putting on a lot of times putting on a facade and trying to be something you're not, but you're becoming.
Yeah. And bigger than what you are.
Yeah.
And the more we move, bro, you'll see. Your antennas will be like, because I learned quick.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this before we head out.
Yeah.
And make sure the people that do come to you receive them just as you would want to be received if you're going to a bigger artist. Because I see a lot of times too on the flip side, you have someone who may not understand the business, may not know, the first thing about it, but they're so inspired by you that they want to like learn from you. Take advantage of that opportunity too, because it's two sides to a coin, and not everybody wants to come to you just because for a feature, or just to do music. All right, I'm gonna tax you. We can do music all day, but for me, I really have to know your heart, because it's different for me now. I move different. Like I have to see some form of integrity, character, because you got to understand, whoever you associate yourself with, it's gonna be tied right to you, and it's gonna come right back to you full circle.
Yeah, that's where Flavor Fest. You have to, in order for an artist to want to perform there, want to minister to the people, you have to have letters of recommendation from places you have been and from the ministry and the pastors that you're currently under.
Well, yeah, that's why, like, even in my space, like, that's why you get, like, testimonials and videos from people, because when people find you online or they get a referral from you, then they're looking to see your body of work.
Right.
They need tangible evidence.
Because I'm bringing you into my space. I don't know you, but I just came across your profile, or somebody that you dealt with knows you, and so, but I don't know you, so I still got to do my due diligence, because this is my space. They had you in their space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but that's the good thing about being a person of value, because when you're a person of value, it don't matter. You're going to be you either way. Ain't nothing going to change, because that's just who you are.
Exactly.
When I went through a couple of trainings and stuff, man, it baffled me. And even like when I'm listening to like Jeremy Anderson and E.T. and all them guys that's in on the large stage, and they're talking about how, man, these speakers out here could be something else, dog. Man, because the people that are like, he easy to work with. Like, why would you make it hard for somebody to work with you?
Exactly.
It's like, that's crazy. I know, you know what I'm saying? But when you're a person of value, you're going to try to make it easier for the other person.
Yeah. What can I do to lighten the load?
What can I do to lighten the load on
sure.
you? You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that you want around you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll even say this too before we get ready to get up out of here, is like, make sure we're spending time with the ones that we love the most.
Yeah.
Because the way things are right now, society got us up, and I'm not saying you don't have to live, but we can spend so much time chasing the bag that we're not even spending quality time with our family. So them kids, man, when they grown, that's it. You can't get that 4-year-old T-ball game back. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that missed opportunity with the wifey or the husband, you know what I'm saying? Because we trying to create this lifestyle, and I'm just not saying that because we all got to eat, but I think we just got to be careful in bringing that balance back and not dropping each other for the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The way we're dropping each other for the bag. You know, she in and out the door, I'm in and out the door, and both of us chasing the bag because we trying to create a comfortable lifestyle and different things of that nature. And that's fine, but I think society has painted a abrupt picture of it. And I think it's a set, and I'm just going to speak my heart. I think it's a trap of the enemy, to be honest with you.
Facts.
Because God's plan was for family. The enemy's plan is to separate family. And what better way to separate family than by the very thing you got to have to survive? That's money, because you got to have money to pay your bills. But if I'm so consumed so I can get flued in or live the lifestyle and constantly in and out, being flown here, going here, cruises here.
The house, and don't get me wrong, because
You know what I'm saying?
some of my people got beautiful apartments and homes. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Diamond's house is beautiful. You feel me? But one thing I've learned that I see from being around your family, being at your home, being around, the stuff inside of the house don't make the lifestyle. Like when you got two individuals who are living life together,
Right.
how are we living life together? How are we doing life together? What style of life are we creating together? That's the actual lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not the trips in the bags. And don't get me wrong, you do need trips and stuff
Right.
like that. But but when you 60 years old and you can't hardly move around and you 70, however y'all are integrated with each other mentally and emotionally, that's the lifestyle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, I seen two old people in church, no cap, doing selfies. She talking about, bro. She was talking about get in the frame. He was like, what frame? Get in the frame. They were like, get over here, woman. You know what I'm saying? She said, get in the frame. He was drinking coffee. He was like, what frame? Oh. And then it was like this, bro. Like, so they're using today's technology into their life. But I can tell they was holding hands.
Yeah.
They was sitting down holding hands, bro.
Yeah.
Like they built a certain lifestyle together. It's not the car that they drive. It's about the intimacy they have with each other. You feel me?
Yeah. And that's why that's why me and my wife was intentional about how we handle certain stuff, because we didn't want to be the parents that when our kids was growing out the house, we didn't know who each other was.
Exactly.
Like, both of our daughters are grown. You know, we still got Kiki at the house, but I mean, she do her thing. But at the end of the day, we still family, and you know, we still do. I still do family. I still do daddy-daughter day with both of my grown daughters.
I know, cause last week you said, and I not let you keep going, but I just didn't say nothing when you said it. You said that you and Kiki went axe throwing. I was like, dang.
Yeah, me and Jackie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all went axe throwing. Like, dang, that's dope. Like, I said, dang, cause I want a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Well, one day, just what I'm saying. But you went axe throwing. You know what I'm saying, with your daughter. Like, you took her on a date. So I was like, man. I said, man, I gotta take my son on a date.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
hang out.
You feel me? Like,
yeah. I've always we would do our family stuff, and then I would do stuff. I would do stuff with both of them, and then I would do stuff individually.
Yep.
And then Isha would do the same thing. And we vowed that we ain't gonna be those parents looking at each other trying to figure out what we gonna do with the rest of our lives because they gone.
Exactly.
Now we built that through the hell and everything, through arguments, through disagreements, coming back together, all the stuff that you did, whatever we did, we still did it all, because we didn't want to be that couple looking at each other while the kids going like, man, what are we gonna do now? What you mean? We gonna do the same thing we've been doing for the last 24 years.
Yep.
Man.
Let's go out to eat.
We've been dating each other for 24 years.
Trying to tell you.
You know?
For real.
And when the money got tight, bro, put some popcorn in the microwave, made some food, grabbed some sodas, put a blanket on the floor or in the bed, baby, let's go. You got to find a way to make it out, bro.
Yeah,
we was 21 and 22 years old when we got married, dog.
I know you told me that off camera. I was like, dang.
Yeah. So it's some rough moments, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Shoot. So you got to make it work, man.
And it's more rewarding to get the bag when you do it through purpose. And
Exactly.
It's more rewarding, because when you get the bag without doing it through purpose and you just finally catch the bag, it doesn't even feel. It's just like you feel empty.
Yeah.
You chase somewhere in, man.
Dub, you been scoping?
Huh?
You been scoping?
Yo, I've been scoping.
Okay.
Lay up,
Okay.
Listen.
I
I love what you said, because one of the things, like, even when I had my situation, one of the things that really I was intentional about is like, yo, when we in each other's spaces, none of this.
Right. Yeah. Phone goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the phone be,
that got done.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you got to answer calls, things like that, I understand,
Yeah.
or text is something important, but just like initially, when it's our time, that's just our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And to make sure that's important, because you could be there without being there
Yeah.
and present. So
Yeah.
I feel like this I'm scoping, bro. I'm looking.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's
what's up. All right.
While I'm scoping and looking, I'm preparing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's always been my mindset, even when I was back home.
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to work so hard just to be able to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
But doing it within the right perspective, of, you know what I'm saying, and chasing my purpose versus just. And I had my moments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With Uber, you know what I'm saying? And God had to like, okay, that's a resource. I'm the source.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of get realigned right, because I was that rabbit chasing that money. Because just because of circumstances, I want to make sure home is taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always something that's going to...
And that's natural.
Yeah.
That's natural.
That has to be key. Home is always... I'm going to make sure that home is always going to be taken care of.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. Hey, man, it's been another good podcast, man. This one hit different.
It did.
It's a little different.
Yeah, it is. Because I mean, it's the world is driven by money and fortune and fame, and so if we don't be careful, we're gonna bite the bug and miss out on the most important things.
Exactly.
The things that money can't buy, which is like what we're talking about, relationships. So yeah, man, don't drop relationship for the bag, man. Just keep it 100.
Yeah.
That relationship get you somewhere that bag can't.
Because, bro, you can't walk across a burnt bridge.
Ooh.
You can't walk back across a burnt bridge.
That's a tweetable moment right there.
That's the word I know y'all be looking for, so I done gave it.
He trying to extend that.
Yeah, he did that.
No, we ain't going for that big bag. Big bag dog trying to get us going. And my boy scoping. Hey, I like that. Okay, man. Let's go.
Okay.
Always go.
Mrs. Bag. We need a Mrs. Bag for Big Bag. What's happening?
What happening?
For sure.
Take it. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, man, once again, we thank y'all for tuning in, man. We gonna get out your hand. Yeah. And thank you for rocking with us, man. We thank you for the comments. Thank you for the feedback, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to continue to improve as we move forward. We just kind of encourage you to kind of keep not just following your dreams, but following purpose. Doing the thing that God created you to do, you know. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay. You know, just sit silent with yourself sometime. Get your pad, get your pen, go sit at the park, stare at the lake. I like to do that, you know. Do something to find your serene place and just kind of think.
Yeah.
You know, think and meditate. Think and meditate on your gifts. You know, what that look like. You know, what would it look like to kind of, if you really went all in and to develop that, because you felt, that's a little seed there, but that's how purpose starts. It starts with a seed.
Exactly.
You know, and then once you kind of figured out it's there, then you got to nurture that seed. Mm-hmm. And I end out with this here, and I told the kids, I say, when I wrote my first book, and I say, here's the thing about God, when He dealing with purpose, He'll use your gift to show you what you were purposed for. Mm-hmm. And so what happened was, I told the kids, I said, it wasn't about the book, it was about the gift. Mm-hmm. God was showing me that I had a gift, because and I shared this in one of the other podcasts, when the lady edited my book, and she said, well, Mike, you have the gift of writing, just by her letting me know that sent me on a search to tap into that. Yep. And that led me to write books and workbooks and stuff of that nature. So don't discredit the seed. So I said all that to say, don't discredit the seed, because you don't know where it's going to take you. Because too many times we're looking at a certain door that we want to walk in, but it's not about that door, but it's about the door that's behind that door. Mm-hmm. And so that's what you just got to remain open. Don't try to just let it come to you, like something Pastor Lynn said. And Pastor Jarvis's wife, and she said this. She said, why do you have to chase something that's already in you? She said, just ask God to reveal it to you.
And let it come to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so we're going to leave you guys out with that, man. Hey, man, chase relationships and not the bag. So this has been another episode. Y'all got something? Hold up, I just felt that.
What?
Anybody got something?
You look like you had something. Said what I had.
You like you had something.
No, I don't have. Actually, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Now,
I'm taking it all in.
Yeah, I be really just be taking I be soaking it up because I be coming from the house a lot. So when I be,
man,
I have to just refill that thing. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this one did hit different.
Yeah, it did.
That's what I asked you about that.
Yeah, with the friendship question,
Yeah,
with the formula.
Because
Yeah,
it's
they right
because,
into it. Yeah.
because relationships, everybody got.
Yeah.
Hold on, I do.
Go ahead.
Not just the people who you.
You opened the blinds, didn't you?
Stupid.
Who that in my yard?
Yeah, because it's not just about.
peeking in my window?
It's not just about the people who you doing business with. People think that those are the only relationships that's important. No. That's why it's about the women, because you don't think you're gonna need a woman somewhere in your life,
Exactly.
bro. Somewhere you're gonna need a woman somewhere in your life, and you're gonna have to know how to delegate that female, because she might be the one to take it to the next level. You, not your occupation.
Right.
No.
You as a human.
Right.
I remember when, I think everybody here studied Dr. Eric Thomas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Because he the big homie. You have to study greatness. You know what I'm saying? I remember he was talking about his wife, Miss Dee Dee, and he was talking about, she was like, if you want me, you need to go to college.
Right.
Just by her saying that and him wanting her, that helped him, I believe. Don't come for me, please, because if they come for you,
he says it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That was a turning point in both of their lives.
Like that was a humongous seed. Now he's Dr. Eric Thomas.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he wouldn't have been that without her saying that, but I'm saying that was that direct seed. So he had to learn how to, you know what I'm saying. So we gotta know how to deal with each other. Your homies, your business partners, the friends, co-workers, everybody, because
spiritual leaders.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
I mean that's why I say that. I asked that about the female.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I make sure I've always had one around me, just in general. Because,
What, female?
Yeah, it's friends.
I'm messing with you.
I know you are. Because you're peeking through the window.
Oh, he's stupid.
Yeah, they're valuable, man.
Yeah, for sure.
They're very valuable, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
We need each other.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. It helps makes the world go round. So, yeah. But that's what's up, man. Well, we're going to get out your hair this time for real. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the B2S podcast once again. So always remember, we shoot for the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you'll have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see y'all on the other side of success. Till next time, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Much love.
God bless.
For sure.
Yeah.